Interesting fight. It looked like Moicano didn't want anything to do with fighting Drew Dober on the feet.
Fair enough.
Yeah, he's got some power, and he rocked him like quite a few times.
Mm-hmm.
Drew Dober hit him a couple times where he was on shaky legs, and then he went for the takedown. There was a moment in round 2. My favorite moment of this fight in round 2 was when Dober reversed that takedown.
Yeah,
he got the
and then he ended up on top.
Yeah,
for a little moment, but
at the end of that round.
Yeah, I think like the first round he was being really active in his guard, and it looked like he was trying to do some things to escape, but then towards the end of the second and especially in the third, he was just so gassed.
Yeah, and
outskilled by a long shot.
He just didn't have what it took to grapple with someone like Moicano.
No.
And not many people do. Moicano's pretty good on the ground.
Yeah.
Again, though, from Moicano, I wasn't too impressed.
Yeah, I would have liked to have seen a finish. If he was able to manhandle the guy that amount of ground control time, I would have liked to seen a submission.
Yeah, for sure, I agree.
He did have his back at one point. It looked like he
did
nearly he had his hook sunk in for a brief moment, but couldn't manage to do anything with that.
He was definitely trying stuff on the ground. It wasn't like he was just holding him there.
No,
he was trying to submit him, trying to hurt him. But yeah, just especially his lack of willingness to strike. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, Drew Dober's super powerful, very explosive on the feet, but he looked really, really outclassed on the feet, which is kind of, for someone who potentially is looking to, go on a title charge, not the best look.
No.
Got clipped a couple times. So
yeah, and it's like the guys that are in that top 10 at the moment. I mean, the ones that are bordering on the kind of 8-9 at the moment. You've got Fiziev and Jalen Turner. You wouldn't want to see Moicano go up against either of those guys, just due to what they're able to do on the feet.
Power.
Their power and just generally their striking ability in of itself is quite impressive.
I think has Moicano fought in either of those guys before? I don't think he has.
Possibly Jalen Turner, but I don't think he's fought Fiziev.
I think you're right. But no, I think that they would be very difficult matchups for him.
And then above that, you've got Dariush, who's obviously looking potentially at fighting Dan Hooker next. That would be cool.
Dan Hooker for Moicano could be a good one if Dober doesn't.
But he's another guy that just has, like, I'd say more impressive hands than Dober.
Got Hooker, yeah, and he's got the knees.
He's got the knees and
got some decent takedown defense. Yeah, wouldn't be favorable for him.
There's not many favorable matchups for Moicano at the moment.
Lightweight division, yeah.
Especially looking like how he did on the weekend. I mean, maybe that wasn't his best version. Like he didn't quite show up, and I hope that is the case for him because, yeah, like you say, he's got to show a little bit more if he's going to be a threat to the guys in the big boy divisions,
But saying that, we do have to match him up, and he will want another fight, and I'm sure he's not afraid of taking a fight against either of those guys. So, Jalen Turner.
Yeah,
I
think that would make a bit of sense.
Where's Jalen ranked?
Number 9.
9. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure Jalen wants to fight upwards, but sometimes he can't.
Yeah, he did just fight down. Fighting Bobby Green.
Who was he supposed to fight? Bobby Green was filled
Bobby
in.
Green was supposed to fight Dan Hooker.
Right. Yeah, I mean, he should probably get rewarded for stepping in late notice. Fiziev will be out for a hot minute.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that sucks, man. He's such an exciting guy. And yeah, he lights a fire under anyone that he fights as well.
He does. He does.
Always super exciting.
Who else is in the top 10 who has lost their last fight?
How did Gamrot go in his last fight? Did he ever win?
He beat Fiziev with that broken foot, and he's booked against Rafi Dos Nachos.
Yep, he has 2. Look, there's not actually that much room in the lightweight division at the moment. I mean, you've got Arman Sarukian, who is obviously fighting Charles Oliveira.
Yeah.
Jocelyn Gaethje is fighting Holloway. Poirier is fighting Benoit. So Beneil is kind of the only guy in the top 10, apart from Jalen Turner and Dan Hooker, who you probably don't want to see Moicano go up against, that isn't booked right now.
Well,
Apart from Islam. Maybe we just put Moicano straight in there.
Moicano versus Islam.
Get it out of the way.
Yeah, get it done. It's going to happen eventually. You fucking bitch. I'm going to say Jalen Turner. It sounds like Jalen doesn't really have another fight that's there for him. So if they're both wanting to fight again soon.
Makes the most sense.
Yeah. I really want to see Dariush and Hooker. I think that's a great fight. Let that headline New Zealand, Auckland card or something. That'd be top notch.
That would be peak.
Drew Dober, though. I mean, he was ranked 15. He's probably going to have to jump.
He's probably going to drop out of the rankings.
Yeah. Up and coming lightweight. A Bonfim, maybe? He could fight Bonfim. That'd be a good fight.
Yeah.
Is it Gabriel Bonfim? He's the lighter one of the two. Bonfim, I thought, because Bonfim lost to Benoit Saint Denis a couple fights ago. I don't think he's fought since then. Bonfim would be a good fight. Terrence McKinney's always on the outskirts, but he already beat Terrence McKinney. That could be a good rematch, though. That was a good, fun fight. Yeah, someone who's like poking their way, just poking their way.
Even I know it's Dober's probably a win away from having this fight, but him versus Dan Hooker would be pretty barnstormers.
That's not happened before, has it?
I don't think so. No. But yeah, it doesn't make sense for him at the moment. But I would like to see that heading down the line.
Yeah, that'd be good fun. He'd need to win a couple more fights. I don't know how old he is now.
Dober, he's 35.
35, right. Did you see that meme that apparently he beat someone on like UFC Fight Night 50? And then he went to he got beat by someone. Can't remember the name. He's called like Hines or something. And then he went to the after party of his loss, met the guy's sister, and married her. The guy who beat him that night. Apparently, I don't know whether this is true. I couldn't verify it. I looked it up.
That's crazy.
Couldn't verify it, but if that's true, that's mad.
That is mad.
Fucking mad.
Who really lost? You know?
Yeah.
I mean, sure, you've got an L on your record, but you've got like a dub over the guy for the rest of his life.
Yeah. I suppose.
Saying that, having a brother-in-law that has beaten you in a fight probably wouldn't sit well with me.
It would be. Imagine they rematched as brother-in-laws.
Ooh. That is
That's a weird one, isn't it?
It is a weird one.
Who would the sister cheer for?
Do you want to bring the card back up again? We had Randy Brown now.
Randy Brown versus Muslim Malikov.
Muslim
Salikov. Randy Brown, round 1 KO. He looked really good.
He did.
Really good.
And his reads were obviously really on too.
Yes,
it didn't take him long to find the mark.
No, that was super clean as well. That double jab right hand. Randy Brown looks dangerous.
And Salikov went straight to the single leg of Herb Dean.
He did.
Yep.
He did. Just like Rodriguez as well earlier in the fight when he got knocked out by Grimbo.
Yep.
Real interesting one here. Randy Brown. So that must have been his first fight since losing to Jack Della Maddalena. I'm thinking. I can't think of a fight in between then.
I will bring it up.
If so, that's a very impressive comeback.
Mobile phone.
I want to see a rematch.
No, yes.
It is?
No.
No?
No, he had a win over Wellington Turman.
Oh, that's a city in New Zealand.
Now it's just dropped out for me as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's glitching out hard. That's pretty cool.
It's weird because I'm still connected. There must be an issue with that.
Look at this. It goes, I've got something for 2022, and then 2023 it just drops out.
Oh, what?
Yeah. So he did have one win because that fight against Jack was at the start of last year in February. Yeah. He had a win. I think it said round 3 decision, but it's, like I say, dropped out now. Let's bring up Sherdog.
Well,
that'll probably give us some accurate information, as it always does.
Two wins in a row for Randy Brown. A really impressive one this time out. Knockout, which is, what we want to see from a guy like Randy.
Yep.
You've got to think it's a top 15 opponent for him next.
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
I think so too.
So I'm going to bring up the welterweight division
Well, they're right.
once it loads. What is going on? Oh, I'm on your Wi-Fi. That probably doesn't help. Right, I have now gone to my mobile.
Sorry, guys. Technical difficulties. We don't have our trusty screen there to help us. We've got some Wi-Fi issues at the moment. I probably need to reboot our router, which is something I'll do after the show. I look tired.
So we've got Renat Dinov
Right,
at number 15, the Gladiator. That might have been a bit
his
easier
name
to
is
say.
annoying, so we'll move on from him.
Mikhail Chiesa.
Chiesa, yeah,
Yep.
could see that. I think he's looking for a fight.
Yep. Magny is number 12 ranked.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Kevin Holland at 13, but he's obviously booked against MVP.
Yep.
Yeah, and then you've got Jack in at number 11, who's obviously fighting Burns. So
Chiesa would be a good one for him, I think.
what do I think he's booked?
Is Chiesa booked?
It's not telling me now.
Yeah.
Maybe not. No, his last fight was against Kevin Holland in July last year.
Oh, yeah, and he got battered. Well,
Yep. So
I think that's a good fight for Randy Brown. Gives both guys get an opportunity there. For Michael, it's an opportunity to get back in the win column, obviously, against a guy who, very winnable fight for Chiesa if he can employ his grappling. But then it's also an opportunity for Randy Brown to get into the top 15 if he wins. And if he can win like that again, he's probably looking at a title shot next.
yeah. So I think Chiesa or Magny.
Yeah, Chiesa or Magny. Either
Magny has just fought down in his last fight.
True, but he's always fighting down, isn't he?
Yeah, and there's not many guys that are not booked above him. And why is there no one 7th ranked? There's no 7th ranked welterweight. There's 2 6th ranks. What's going on? Stephen Thompson and Sean Brady are both ranked 6th, apparently.
Weird. Very weird.
What is going on?
What is going on? I don't know what's going on, mate.
UFC needs to sort this shit.
They're never gonna. Well, yeah, I agree with that. Salikov can fight someone outside of the top 15. Not really bothered. Now, Natalia Silva, fiery one, isn't she? These two looked very similar in the octagon together.
Yeah, it looked like a mum fighting her daughter.
Yeah. But
or like
super
older
impressive.
Sister, maybe.
Yeah, 2 older sisters having a wee bitch off against each other. Silva, quicker, more powerful.
Crazy speed in those kicks.
Yeah, very, very quick, very fiery, very like,
Yeah, there was a lot of grunting.
Make a lot of noises.
Could have been a tennis
squealing.
match going on.
Could have. And with the way that woman hit, probably, I don't know where I was going with that.
I'd like you to finish that, please.
But, Viviana, she just seemed intimidated by the speed of Silva's striking. She seemed like she didn't really want to be there. And, she obviously lost, and she lost. Wasn't really that close. Viviane seemed to have better grappling when it did get into those areas.
Yeah.
But yeah, Silva just much better striking, much quicker, much more versatile on the feet. Yeah, that's all I can really say. So she's fighting in the flyweight division.
Mm-hmm.
Who have we got there? These were ranked, these ladies.
Yep, they were ranked 9th and 7th.
Mm-hmm.
So in between them, we've got Amanda Ribas, who had that like crazy fight at the end of last year, I believe. Was that her?
Correct. Yep, that was her. She got that knockout. That comeback.
Yeah, that round 3 knockout.
Mm. Well, Silva's going to be jumping ahead of her because Arujo was ranked at 7, right?
Macy Barber.
Barber, where's she ranked?
She's ranked number 6.
I think they're trying to push Macy Barber really quick to the title. So I feel like Macy's going to be fighting up.
Look, I don't know half of these women, to be quite
Yeah,
honest.
I don't
We've
blame
got
you.
Grasso at the top, Shevchenko at number 1 ranked. Then you've got Erin Blanchfield,
Oh, yeah, she's good.
Manon Fiorot. What is that? What is that name?
She's the French. What?
She's the French.
She's French. She beat Rose Namajunas.
Okay.
Yeah, chuck her in against her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. If she's not booked, but I'm not going to look into that because
I don't think she is.
I don't care.
I don't think she is at all. But yeah, put her up against Meneng. What was it?
Yeah, go on.
I think it's pronounced
Manon
like
Fiorot.
Manwan.
Manon Ferret.
Manon Ferret.
Madame Ferret.
Arujo, someone else. Don't give a fuck. Oh, she could fight. She could fight Amanda Rimas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
That'd be good.
Look, she showed that she was
She was still there.
yeah, she was still there in the third
Didn't-
round, and she was still
didn't
trading some
lose.
blows. She did lose, but it
but
wasn't like a
wasn't a washout.
it wasn't a washout. It wasn't a clean sweep. I believe that Silva still lost a round.
Yeah, she lost the first, I think, because she was kind of getting into it. She lost the grappling exchanges in the first as well.
Yeah. Moving on. Shall we quickly brush over the prelims?
It won't let me. Oh no, it looks like it's back.
Is it?
It looks it. It looks it. We didn't talk. Recky, obviously, the homophobe. He got his knockout. Very impressive. Much more impressive than his showing against Blood Diamond.
Yeah.
That's that.
Blood Diamond's a hard guy to fight, though. Let's not get that wrong.
He is. He's shit, but he's hard to fight.
Yeah. It's just the most unorthodox kickboxing style I've ever seen, I think.
Yeah. I'm glad that he's been cut. Wait, he has been cut, has he?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Molly McGann, round 1. Molly McGann.
With 1 second remaining on the clock.
Yeah, she broke her arm too.
Um,
She fucked her arm up big time. That lady's never gonna have the same arm again.
that's pretty bad.
Molly looks good, like really good. The lady she fought isn't that good. She's not known for being really good.
No, and they have fought before, I believe.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What happened the first time?
I think McCann beat her the first time as well. It's in a different weight division.
Is this Madeline McCann? When did Madeline McCann get lost?
I'll look it up.
Can you actually look that up?
Madeline.
Oh, it's not loading again. The internet's absolutely rubbish today.
She
Sorry about that,
vanished
guys.
in May of 2007.
And how old was she when she vanished? Probably like what, 3, 4?
Well, she was born in 2003, so yeah, she was 4 years old.
She was 4. Molly's a bit old.
Molly's a little bit old.
Yeah.
We almost found it.
Because they kind of look relatively similar.
What's going on? There's been an update in the notorious Madeline McCann case almost 17 years after she vanished. This article came out 7 days ago.
Yeah, it's always I look it up every now and then, and it's always like,
What's the update?
oh, it's nothing. She's dead. They're never gonna find her. Like what? What do they want? You know, they'll figure it out.
So
one day.
there's a prime suspect who is going to court.
Oh right. Okay.
And they've got a crucial witness to testify against him in a child rape case in February.
Is he the guy from
I say it
Portugal?
like that so we don't get
Germany?
demonetized.
Yeah,
Uh,
we don't get monetized.
well, sorry, you know what I'm saying.
I know what
so
you
we
mean.
don't get a little strike about talking about stuff.
I get it.
Look, I'm not going to read into this. No one's really interested in this, are they?
Oh, who knows? Jack, are you interested? Let me know in the comments down below. What about you, Mark? Huh? Don't even know if either of those guys are listening.
Look, it's quite well known in the MMA community that all MMA fans are up to date with the Madeline McCann case.
Yeah, so we don't need to talk about it.
So yeah,
So yeah, Molly McCann getting a very good win there. Charles Johnson got the decision victory. Then McGrimbo, real impressive.
yeah,
Knockout 30 seconds in.
30 seconds in.
Not known for his knockout power. More of a suspicion.
Definitely shows that he has it. Look, I think he's a bit hopeful to be the champ by the end of this year.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Especially with, there is a bit of a waiting list at the top of the welterweight division at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
And so for someone who's not currently ranked, look,
But
I want to
saying
see
that, though-
I want to see him against someone ranked next though.
Same. Yeah, top 15.
Um,
Pete Rodriguez was Della Madalena's entrance into the UFC, and he finished him quicker than JDZ did. So
okay,
JDM.
JDZ, that's me.
Yeah, it is. JDM. That's pretty
Um,
cool initials.
Who have we got there? Look, maybe yeah, it's tricky.
Someone around 15, welterweight.
Look, Neil Magny versus Themba.
Chuck him in against Neil.
That'd be
I
great.
think he'd finish Neil.
Jeff Neal versus Ian Gary, the loser of that, possibly.
Yeah. That could be a good one.
But yeah, I want to see him fight a couple more times this year. I really want to see him go on a bit of a run.
Yeah, same. He's got submission skills. He's obviously got knockout power.
And his post-fight press conference was all about taking a risky fight next,
Yep.
and moving up the rankings. So I want to see them give him that.
Magny, who's the Canadian guy who Magny beat?
Matt Mallow?
Yeah, Mallow. Mark Mallow?
I think it's
Mike Mallow?
Mike Mallow, maybe, yeah.
He could fight him if the UFC aren't quite willing to give him a top 15 guy yet.
Yeah, Mike
He was
Mallow.
on the edges, and that gives Mike a good chance to rebuild himself.
Yeah.
He could fight a Joaquin Buckley even.
Yes.
He's always on the tip of our tongue. I don't think he's got a fight as well. So a lot of options for Themba Gorimbo. Pete Rodriguez. You know,
Good luck to you, mate.
yeah, he's it seems like he's just arrived in the UFC and he's already he's already a gatekeeper somehow. He's like a gatekeeper to just before the top 15.
Yeah.
Gatekeeper to the top 25. That's not what you want to be, Pete.
Moving on to featherweight.
Yeah, Lee Jeong-yong.
That guy looked
Good.
very impressive.
Yeah.
And
Smiley face.
yeah, smiley face. And Blake Builder just didn't show up
No.
in the fashion that he was expected to. He looked like he was just outmatched and outskilled from the first round, from the get-go.
Yeah, Lee Jeong-yong, very clean, very technical.
Very clean and technical. And yeah, Builder just had no answers for him.
And he got the decision win at featherweight. Lorna Carolina. I didn't actually watch that one. Did you watch that? Remember that?
Probably, but
No.
I've forgotten about it.
About that one.
Oh no, I remember that. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so she was getting dominated up until the end of the fight, if I remember it rightly,
Mhm.
and then turned it around, got a decent little moment, and what happened? Oh, she wobbled her up against the fence, and what's this lady's name? Stolarenko.
Dolidze.
Yeah, like had this real nasty moment where she like rolled her ankle real bad, and then as she was getting up, got clipped right on the fucking noggin, and went down, and then just had nothing. And the other chick just ground and pounded her out, and the ref had to step in with 8 seconds remaining.
Shit.
Yep, that was not a bad fight.
Bit of a comeback
Yeah.
for Laura. Interesting. Quinones and Medeiros. Medeiros obviously getting the decision victory, and Pedersen and Pogues. Pogues got the decision.
I liked that fight. That was a good one to
Pogues
open
one.
on. Yeah.
Hey guys, thank you very much for watching this short episode of Combat Corner.
If you like what you see, we've got lots of long form content below and lots of other videos like this, so feel free to go along and check it out. We really appreciate all your support. Thanks
would.
again for watching.
Thank you very much. Like, subscribe, comment, share it around. Have a good day.
Peace.